I started giving out socks and having them in my car, so when people come to, ask me at a stoplight for change, that I give them socks instead. And that it's amazing when people's face light up, that particularly when it's raining out and they're standing there, and that I had a woman tell me that she was so excited to get them because her socks were wet and she needed to go change them, and that it makes me feel good. That it makes a little bit of difference in their day and gives me a reason to talk to them, because I know that most people don't.
Hi, my name is Mark and I'm the founder of Invisible People. I'm pretty sure I wasn't the first guy that ever handed out socks to homeless people, but I can almost guarantee that there's nobody that has handed out as many socks to as many homeless people in as many cities and as many countries as I have. In the last 10 years, I have traveled to over 300 cities and 8 different countries, handing out socks and making new homeless friends. Now, there's a couple of reasons why handing out socks is so important. First, it's a real need. So many people go out and hand out food. Socks is something that homeless people don't often get. Or they're getting sandwiches all day long, but very rare that people go and hand out socks. So there's this non-verbal connection that says, you care. But probably most important is that socks are a real need to people who are experiencing homelessness. Imagine that all you have to store your clothes on is your backpack that you carry all day. So you have maybe a couple pairs of jeans, maybe a couple of shirts, maybe a couple pairs of underwear and some socks. And they get dirty fast. What happens is homeless people can wash their feet, but often they have to put back on dirty socks.
I've been wearing the same socks for over a week and haven't had replacements, and I do wash my feet, but the old socks got to go back on because I don't want to get fungus and all that on the bottom of my feet, So and when you're living in the street, you can't take off your shoes because you wake up without them. People will steal your shoes, so fungus grows.
Socks are like gold.
They're gold. They are.
Another reason to give out socks is it feels good. It feels good helping somebody else. Trust me. Sometimes when I'm feeling down or a little depressed, I will fill my backpack with a couple of bags of socks and go out and hand them out to homeless people and make some new friends. My problems don't go away, but I get this new perspective that really helps me deal with life. And I guarantee when you're giving other people the gift of brand new, fresh socks, you're gonna get all kinds of amazing responses back, from smiles to jumps for joy. I even had a homeless youth once yell, "White gold!" And you will be recharged and refreshed.
You guys were gracious enough to give me a brand new pair of socks, which I'm going to be so happy to put on because they'll be snuggly and clean, and they'll cling to my foot like socks are supposed to, and thank you so much.
Well, when's the last time you changed your socks?
It's been a couple weeks. I washed them out. Actually, he washed them out for me and dried them, and they were hard and yucky, so I get to put these on and they're brand new.
Hard and yucky.
Yeah.
So here's some tips on how to give out socks to homeless people. The number one question I get is, what kind of socks do I buy and what kind of socks do I give away and what kind of socks do homeless people need? The number one sock you should buy are men's white crew sock. Men's white crew sock. Don't buy no-shows, don't buy tube socks, don't buy ankle socks, and don't buy black socks. People prefer white socks over black socks. Occasionally I will take black socks and white socks with me and give people a choice. 99 out of 100 times, a homeless person will say white socks. I also recommend Hanes socks. Now, in full disclosure, Hanes occasionally hires me as a consultant, and Hanes gives me socks. But I am not being compensated for this video whatsoever. I am doing this because Hanes is the best sock for you to buy to give to homeless people, and there's a couple reasons for that. Hanes is a wonderful, comfortable sock at an amazing price. There's a lot of buy one, give one brands out. For the cost of one sock, for one of the buy one, give one brands, you can buy 12 pairs of Hanes socks, or at Walmart you can get deals like this where you get 13 pair, so you can give out 6 pairs of socks and keep 6 pairs of socks if you wanted to, or you can give out all 12 pairs of socks for the price of 1 pair of sock. I want homeless people to have socks. I want them to have quality socks. So that's why I recommend Hanes. They're available in Walmarts, and there's Walmarts in every city. I have to tell you, when I go to another country that Hanes are not so common, people on the streets are blown away. They're like, oh my gosh, these are so comfortable. These are amazing socks. I've given lots of different socks away, different colors, different sizes. Hanes is the best sock for the money, for you and for homeless people. Safety first. If you don't feel safe, don't engage with someone. Now, this is not just homelessness. We live in a really scary world. If you don't feel comfortable, don't go down that street. If you don't feel comfortable when somebody tries to panhandle, don't engage and give them socks, or you have to feel safe and comfortable wherever you are. Your safety comes first. I also try to give every homeless person 2 pairs of socks. Sometimes that's not possible. If I walk into a group that's rather large, then maybe I'll go down to 1 pair of sock. If the group is way too big, I may not even give socks at all, because when I went to school, the teacher said, if you don't have enough gum to give to everybody in the class, don't bring it out. So I go by that rule. One of the things that I find interesting is that often when I'm handing out socks to homeless people, they will only take 1 pair. They want another pair to go to somebody else. Occasionally, which is really rare, somebody will ask for more. Or they'll say, hey, my girlfriend is down here, can I give them? I don't. They have to be right in front of me. I give them 2 pairs, everybody, 2 pairs of socks whenever I can. There's a lot of different ways that you can hand out socks. You can, like me, carry socks in your backpack, maybe carry a couple pairs in your purse or your briefcase. You can keep a couple of pairs in your glove box for when you're at that exit ramp and there's a homeless person and maybe the light turns red or there's a stop sign and it's really a little awkward. Well, you could take that awkward moment and turn it into something wonderful by handing the homeless person some socks. I often get asked by people, there's a homeless person in my neighborhood. I see him, I walk by him, I want to know his story. Well, a great way to break the ice is giving some socks and then listening. When I give somebody a pair of socks, I try to make conversation. The little trick I use is that I compliment them on something. Maybe it's their jacket, maybe it's their hair, maybe it's their hat, maybe it's their bicycle. But, I usually start off and I walk up and I say, hi, how you doing? Would you like some socks? And if it's not a homeless person, they'll be like, get out of here. If it's a homeless person, you're going to see them immediately start glowing with gratitude. The reactions when you offer a homeless person socks are, I often laugh and I feel bad because I laugh, but I so enjoy their response, I mean, it's almost predictable that I know they're going to respond in some joyful way, but I never know exactly how that response is going to be. So I chuckle sometimes. And so after I meet a new homeless person and ask them socks, I might say, wow, that's a really nice hat. And then I start conversation. Now, maybe they are not very sociable, or maybe they're focused on something else. And this is not a homeless thing. I mean, you can go into work and your coworker might have got a flat tire or a fight with his wife, and they don't want to talk either. You know, remember, homelessness is horrible. It sucks. So people might not be in a social mood, or maybe there's mental illness or some drugs involved. So at that moment, you'll know if that person has a wall up and doesn't want to talk, or they'll give you an opening, say, thank you for commenting on my hat, and then you can just start on some small talk and make a new friend. Also, a great way to engage community into charity work and a learning experience. Let's say you're a church or a youth group, or maybe a Rotary Club or a school. Starting a sock drive and maybe connecting to one of the local shelters or homeless services is a great way to engage community and learn about homelessness and provide a need and help people all at the same time. I know people that keep socks in their briefcase, in their backpacks, in their glove box. I know people that go out in groups to hand out socks. There's really no right or wrong way, whatever works for you. The only rule is the law of the street, which is respect everybody. If you respect people, homeless or not, they're going to respect you back. And that's the same thing when you're out giving out socks. Respect people. Treat them as you would want to be treated yourself, and you'll get that respect back. And it'll be an awesome experience. Let's recap. The number one rule, if you don't feel safe, don't engage with people. That's not just homeless people, that's anywhere. If you don't feel safe, don't engage. Number two, the sock that you should buy to give out to homeless people or to give to your local church or school for a sock drive are men's white crew sock. No other sock. Now, I recommend Hanes because they're an amazing value and a wonderful sock, but you can grab whatever sock is available at whatever store you go to. Again, men's white crew sock. You can't go wrong. Number three, I always try to give 2 socks to every homeless person. It doesn't always work out that I can give 2 pairs of socks, but that is what I shoot for. And last but far from least is have fun. Some of the most amazing moments of my adult life has been out on the streets with a backpack full of socks making new homeless friends. Helping somebody in crisis with something so simple as a pair of new socks makes you feel grateful for what you have, because when you hand them new socks, you're gonna see amazing smiles, shouts for joy, and you're just gonna go, wow, my life, I was upset about this today, and this person is happy just because they got new socks. It's an amazing experience. This is my first attempt at trying a how-to video. If you enjoyed this video, please click like. If you'd like more how-to videos and maybe you have a topic that you'd like to suggest, please let me know in the comments below. And we need your help. Please support us on Patreon for as little as $2 a month. Without your help, this important work stops.